Hello everybody, I am back with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to add a respawner for your player. So this is for like platform games if you want to. So the thing is that we're going to go ahead and add in a barrier under wherever they fall, and if they hit that barrier, they will respawn to wherever you set like a respawn point. So I have a respawn point by creating a 2D circle and then turning the sprite renderer off, and then that's that. So go ahead, create a square and put it wherever you want them to fall down, and then they will respawn. And then so go to your player. Hold on, let me remove this. So you want to go ahead, you want to add in a script. I'll just call this respawn, just like this, and wait for it to load. Okay, and then you want to open that up in Visual Studio. So you want to go ahead, you want to call in public game object, and you want to call this respawn or something. It doesn't really matter, just respawn or something like that. I'll just call this respawn point, just like that, and hopefully that will work. Then if we save that real quick and we go back to Unity, it'll load in and it'll say respawn point, and then it'll say game object. So you want to go ahead, you want to find your respawn point and drag that into there. Now reopen your respawn. Now you want to do in void updates. Actually, you want to go into void on collision enter 2D, and if it does private, you can just remove private. Now go ahead and type if oops. And if you want to, you can make a public game object player like that. If player if collision.collider.tag, I'm gonna put name since I'm using more barriers for my game. You can do tag if you want, but I will do name since I can easily change the name and I don't have to keep making more tags to make it to where if I go further then I respawn, it doesn't go all the way back. I can just make another one of these. So I'm gonna call this barrier, and it'll say barrier. Alright, then you want to go ahead, put those weird brackets, and then type in transform, which means player. Or you can just type in player dot transform dot position equals to respawn point dot transform dot position. So if we save this and we go back into the game, so our barrier is like right here, and make sure that your player can move, but I'm not making a tutorial about that. And now if we go ahead, we go back. Whoops, I forgot to link my thing. So if we go to player, I forgot to link my player. So there. So now if we fall down, we will respawn. Alright? And you can do this better by so you can add a barrier, then you can, if you go farther, you can add another barrier, which I did right here. And then you can just do that, and then if they hit this barrier, we'll detect, oh, they're farther enough in the game that they should respawn at a different part. So we can just go ahead, duplicate this, the respawn point, and we can move that to over here. I'll just put that right there. Then we'll go ahead, we'll respawn, we'll rename it to respawn, respawn point 2, and we'll go open the other barrier. If you added another barrier, you can add in, not a script to there, you can just go to here, and we'll add in here. So we can do, now we can do else if, so we can do else if dot barrier 2 dot respawn point. Okay, you can also do this way easier if you do game object and put them in an array by doing that, and then you can do respawn. I'm gonna call this respawn points, and then we can do respawn points. Then for the first one, I'm gonna do 0 dot transform dot position, then respawn points 1 dot position. Okay, we can just do that, barrier 2, and then if we save that, it'll remove this, and it will change it into an array where you can put more than one object in there. And if we open that, it'll show 0 size because we didn't add anything. So we'll just add respawn point as our first one, then we'll add respawn point second. So now you have to make sure that you add it in the correct order that you want them to respawn if you add more barriers. So now if we go ahead and we fall down this one, we'll respawn here. But now if we go all the way over here and fall down right here, we'll respawn here. And now, boom. So I hope you guys, and you can experiment with that. You can do whatever you want. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.